Hi everyone, it's Toto here. I hope the day is treating you kindly. In January, my friend Snow Just the Snow messaged me and asked if I'd like to do a drawing prompt list with her and some other friends. The prompt list she sent is the one that's on screen right now, by the artist at Peachiest Leaf on Instagram. I assume the prompt was initially made for Inktober. Now I know what you're thinking. What does this have to do with Pokemon? And my answer is nothing at all. But one of my friends in the prompt group, Dullah, had recently approached me to do a Pokemon Soul Link with him. And I guess I've recently had Pokemon on the mind because of the Soul Link we started. And so I decided to theme my prompt drawings after Pokemon. I'll leave a link to the original prompt list in the description. For day 1, the prompt was sleeping in, and I drew a Snorlax sleeping in. For day 2, the prompt was breakfast, and I drew a Munchlax eating an onigiri for breakfast. I'm not going to explain the reasoning for my prompts as I go, but yeah, maybe you can understand where I was coming from for some of them. For day number 3, the prompt was herb garden, and I drew a Nuzleaf because of the Soul Link Nuzlocke, an Oddish, and a Jumpluff. For day 4, the prompt was animal companion, and I drew a Growlithe. For day number 5, the prompt was outfit of choice, and I drew Curlier with a hat and bow tie. And this is actually an outfit that was in Pokemon Go recently. So if you've played, you may have seen Curlier wearing a bow and hat. For day 6, the prompt was forest exploration, and I took a very long time drawing this one because I had a lot of time that day. I should also clarify that each prompt was drawn in one day. So you can see that with how lazy some look, and I'm also sort of surprised by how detailed I managed to make others, despite having the one day. Like from what we've seen, the animal companion one, I had very little time that day, so it looks kind of scuffed and unfinished. And then the herb garden on day 3, I had a lot more time, so it looks a lot neater. I also have these doodles uploaded onto ArtStation, and I'll link that in the description as well. I should also say that I have included some drawings of friends in this video as well, that you'll see after prompt number 14. I slipped them in there. And for the forest exploration, we have a shiny Celebi. For day number 7, the prompt was gentle stream, and I drew a Dratini swimming in a stream. I did this drawing extremely quickly, and I'm very proud with how it turned out. For day number 8, the prompt was fishing, and I drew a finion. For day number 9, the prompt was tree climbing, and I drew a chimchar. For day number 10, the prompt was cloud watching, and I drew a Pikachu in silhouette and an Altaria in the clouds. A little backstory on the soul link that I mentioned earlier that I'm doing with Dullah. His starter was Altaria and my starter was Ampharos. Just like that, in their final evolutions, we could just get them from the professor because we were playing on a randomizer. For day 11, the prompt was bug catching, and I drew Scatterbug. The Nuzlocke is fun also. We'll maybe post it on his YouTube channel. Well, not maybe, we probably definitely will, if we don't end the game early. For day number 12, the prompt is picking flowers, and I drew a petilil and some Pikmin flowers. I like the composition of this one as well, looks really nice. For day number 13, I drew an Alolan Vulpix in a picnic basket. I think I like doing a challenge like this every now and then helps you improve as an artist. Like, doing it too much will probably burn you out, but every once in a while it's good, I think. I've definitely seen myself understand things more because of this challenge. Day number 14, sunrise or sunset, I drew a Solrock, either rising or setting over a hill. And after this is the drawings from my friends. Angry Onigiri, this is Dullah, who I've spoken about, who's doing the Nuzlocke with me. These are his drawings. I like them. The rain one is one of my faves. It's really cool. On the top right. And then he has some more drawings that he sent me that he liked. The bottom left is a gentle stream, I remember, because it stuck out to me for reasons. This is Devakshan on Instagram. I really like the purple over there in the bottom left. It's my favorite one there. These are really cool. Please follow these people, by the way. I'll link their socials that I'm putting up here in the description as well. And then lastly, we have whimsyfrog _ on Instagram. I think the dog is the animal companion. The one on the top right is cloud watching, and I'm not sure what the bottom one is. It might be a gentle stream, but like all of these, they look really cool. Especially the arcane dog in the bottom left. I don't even know if it is an arcane dog, it just looks very arcane, the pattern around it. But yeah, these are really cool drawings. And then back to me. On the 3-day, day number 15, I drew a Mew because Snow was like, hey yo, we got a free day, so if you want to draw something, but if not, then you don't have to. And I wanted to, so I drew a Mew. There you go. Had a bit of trouble with the bubble, but it turned out cool, I think. For day number 16, the prompt was homemade bread, and I drew the Pokemon named Fido, which is a bread dog. For day number 17, I drew a Jigglypuff sleeping, and the prompt was afternoon nap. And then day number 18, prompt is tea party, and I drew Sinistea, and I'm very proud of how this drawing looks. For day number 19, the prompt was flower field, and I drew a Lilligant in a field of flowers, and the environment was all grayscale, whilst Lilligant was in color. I think it looks cool that way. If I could change anything, I probably would add some blur to the flowers in the foreground, but not too much. Like the darker flowers right in front of the viewer, I would blur those, but then going a bit back, I'd leave some of them in focus. Again, I was limited by that day, so still happy with how it turned out though, it looks really cool. For day number 20, it was ocean view, and I drew a horsey in the sea. If you're still watching at this point, thank you. I don't know, this feels kind of boring. I might add like some music in the background as well. For day number 21, the prompt was shell collecting, and I drew a Shelmet. Because in Pokemon Go at the time, not at the time, but like fairly recently, Shelmet's Community Day happened, and I felt it was appropriate to draw Shelmet. I don't know if you can tell, I like Pokemon Go. For day 22, the prompt was favorite fruit, and I drew a cherubi. For day number 23, I drew a jigglypuff. Sorry, not a jigglypuff. A togepi. Fake fan over here. Standing in the rain, enjoying the rain. I didn't draw the face because I was low on time, or low on energy, or maybe just both, I don't know. But I still very much like the composition of this drawing. I think it turned out well. For day 24, the prompt was self-care, and I drew a sobble sitting under a blanket with a warm beverage. For day 25, the prompt was knitting, and I didn't want to draw the act of knitting, so I drew an Umbreon with a knitted scarf. And this knitted scarf Umbreon is from Pokemon Go in an event. Day 26, the prompt was reading Nook, and I drew a Noctowl standing by a book, and this drawing is inspired by the owl in Avatar: The Last Airbender, who resides in a library and looks over it. Day 27, the prompt is Cozy Kitchen, and I drew a Mesprit chilling outside of a kitchen because I didn't know what else to do. For day 28, the prompt was hearty dinner, and I drew a mudkip having some dinner. On day 29, the prompt was writing a letter. I drew a Smeagol writing dear friend. And then for the last day, the prompt was stargazing, and I drew an Ampharos stargazing in honor of the fact that it's one of my favorite Pokemon, and also the starter that Dullah and I have in our playthrough. And then yeah, at the end I have a slideshow of all of the drawings. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed. I'll leave you then. Thank you very much. Again, hope you enjoyed the video. Please comment your favorite drawing that I did, if you have one. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.